I'm here today with my 30-week pregnancy update. How the heck am I already at 30 weeks? It's so crazy. Like, I just remember doing my 12-week update. Seems like it was just a few days ago. But this is a 30-week update. I'm actually almost 31 weeks. Yeah, I'm almost 31 weeks. So anyways, I just wanted to share with you guys kind of what has happened since my last update, how I'm feeling, all of that good stuff. So if you haven't checked out any of my other pregnancy updates, I will leave them as info cards and then probably at the end of this video as well. So yeah, make sure you check those out if you are interested in seeing those or any other pregnancy baby related videos. But if you are new, welcome to my channel. My name is Cassie. I am pregnant with my second baby. My oldest is 8 years old, 8-year-old little boy. And we're pregnant with a little girl, which is so exciting. Her name is Olivia Brighton, which I'll get into that because we did the name reveal between the last update and this one. So if you are new, welcome. Please subscribe if you enjoy this video, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And yeah, so I'm almost 31 weeks, obviously out of breath a lot. Not a whole lot has changed in the way that I feel between my last update and now. I never got like crazy bursts of energy. I kind of just went back to like my normal energy, and it just depends. Some days I feel better than others. Like I have more energy than, other days. Some days I'm very, very tired. So it really just depends on the day. Sleep-wise, it's kind of hit or miss if I sleep well. I think I mentioned in my last video that I am a stomach sleeper. So obviously being pregnant, I cannot sleep on my stomach. So trying to adjust and sleep on my side has been quite a challenge, but I do have lots and lots of pillows that do help. So I think I've kind of gotten used to sleeping on my side now to where I'm sleeping a little bit better. I do find having like a fan, like a loud fan, really does help me sleep, the white noise. So I got a new fan, and that has definitely helped. I think I'm such a light sleeper after having Ethan that if I hear anything, like I automatically wake up. So having the fan kind of drown out any like cars driving by or anything like that has definitely helped. And so sleep is kind of hit or miss. Some nights I get really great sleep, and some nights I feel like I cannot get comfortable to save my life. Around 24 weeks, I found out that I had a umbilical hernia. Now at my 20-week appointment, I did not have one. I even remember during the ultrasound, he said, "Oh, you don't have an umbilical hernia." So sometime between 20 and 24 weeks, I did get one. I'm not too sure what's gonna have to happen with that. My doctor suggested that I wait until after I'm completely done having kids before I even look into possibly having surgery for it. Also, depending on after Olivia's born, seeing kind of how my stomach looks, if my belly button really isn't bothering me and I'm not in pain or anything, I might not even need to go do any surgery. But really there's no point in doing surgery until I'm done having kids, which we want at least 1 to 2 more. And so unless something were to happen with the hernia where I'm bent over in pain crying, then that's obviously a more serious situation. But I guess I have a very minor, small umbilical hernia. It doesn't really hurt. Sometimes if something rubs up against it, it can get a little sore. It's a little bit sensitive, but for the most part, it doesn't hurt. It's not painful. It's more just annoying than it is anything else. I actually had a couple people comment "Oh my gosh, your belly button popped, so cute. How did yours pop so early?" And I'm like, funny thing is, that is a hernia. It is actually not my belly button popping, it is a hernia. So, so I don't like the way that it looks. It bothers me aesthetically wise, because I had a really cute belly button before, and so my belly button doesn't look cute anymore, which that's a really shallow thing to be concerned about. But other than that, everything has been pretty good. We went to Disney in between 29 and 30 weeks, which I think I was a little overzealous. Thought I was a little bit more of a superhero than I actually was, because I was exhausted. We did one, we drove down, which the drive alone is 9 hours. So being in a car for 9 hours was very hard. I had to pee all the time. And then we had a free day, which even our free days weren't really relaxing. Then we did a full day at Disney, which my feet hurt, my back hurt, my stomach hurt. It's like my lower abs hurt really bad. So it felt like I had done like a million crunches. And then the next day we did California Adventure. Feet hurt, back hurt, my lower abdominals really hurt. So I recommend if you're gonna do something like Disney when you're pregnant, look into getting some sort of belly support for your back and your belly. I wish I would have done that, but I didn't even think about it. I just was like, okay, comfortable shoes, comfortable clothes, and you know, I wore like a small backpack so I wasn't having like a purse or something tugging at my shoulders. And you know, Ted and I switched off with the backpack and it wasn't particularly heavy. So I didn't even think about belly support and all the weight that you have in the front of you, that if you're not used to being on your feet and walking or standing in lines and stuff for, you know, 8 to 10 hours, that's a lot of weight and pressure on your lower abdominals that's not usually there, because I don't stand nor do I walk around for lengthy periods of time. So that is something I'd recommend. Also, definitely get comfy shoes. So it was really fun, but I was exhausted by the end of it. The car ride was really, really hard, being in the car for that long. I was very uncomfortable. My back was constantly hurting. My feet were like swelling and I always had to pee. So, you know, you can definitely do it Disney when you're pretty pregnant, but it probably, like, I just didn't have as much energy. I wasn't as peppy as I normally was. So it was a really fun trip, but it was definitely like very, very exhausting. So weight gain. Currently, I am gonna be 31 weeks on Saturday, and today is Wednesday. So as of right now, I've gained a total of 12 pounds. So we did a growth ultrasound at 29 weeks, and she was 3 pounds, 7 ounces already. And so at that point I had only gained about 10 pounds, 10 or 11 pounds. So she is a good, you know, little less than half of the weight that I've gained is just baby. So a lot of the weight I've gained is strictly baby fluid, like amniotic fluid, extra blood flow, and placenta. So I really haven't gained a whole lot of weight. With Ethan, I gained 35 pounds total, and right now I'm sitting at about 11 to 12 pounds. I am getting a C-section, which I've mentioned that multiple times before. So if I start contracting or my water breaks or anything after 34 weeks, they'll just take me into the C-section. So she could come as early as 3.5 weeks from now to as late as 8 weeks from now, because my C-section is scheduled for January 2nd. So the latest she'll be here is January 2nd. I don't know if she will last that long. I went into labor with Ethan about 2 weeks early, and he was already like 7 pounds, 9 ounces when I had him 2 weeks early. And neither his dad nor I were particularly big babies. Ted, on the other hand, him and his brothers are all like 9 to 10 pound babies. So we'll just see. We'll see how big she's getting. And I hope I go into labor before Christmas. I'd love to have her home for Christmas, since I do have to stay in the hospital for a couple days. The date that's been like stuck in my head since I found out I was pregnant was December 19th. So we'll see. Maybe she will come on December 19th. Maybe she will come on January 2nd. I really don't know. So anyways, we will see. If you guys have had a C-section, because my first was an emergency C-section. If you had a C-section and then you had to have a C-section again, did you make it to your scheduled C-section date, or did you go into labor before? Let me know down in the comments, because I'm really interested to know like how many people actually make it to their scheduled C-section date and how many people go into labor early if they've already had a C-section. I get a lot of questions about why I have to have another C-section. Basically, in our county, at our hospital, we have one hospital here that delivers, and they do not do VBACs, which is vaginal birth after cesarean. So just like a regular vaginal birth, they do not do that at our hospital. I know that if you've had a C-section, you could have complications having a vaginal birth after. So I think there has to be like additional staff and precautions and all kinds of stuff, which our hospital just doesn't do. The nearest hospital is 3 hours away that does VBACs, and I'm not going to drive 3 hours. I am fine having a C-section. To me, whether you have a C-section or a vaginal birth, it doesn't make you any less of a super mom. Whether you get an epidural or do it completely natural, to me, having a healthy baby or having a baby, giving birth, no matter how you have to get the baby out, is all equal in my mind. I hate when people try to like shame or diminish the importance of having a baby just because they went all natural and somebody else had to have a C-section or had to have an epidural. I just think it's so silly. As women, we are created with like such amazing bodies that can create human life. Like, that is insane. No man can create human life. Like, it is a woman's job. Women create little human babies in their belly and we give birth, and it doesn't matter and it shouldn't matter how you give birth. The fact that you are giving life to a little baby, to another human, is like so amazing and so miraculous that I just don't understand why women feel the need to like make other women feel bad because they didn't go completely natural or they got a C-section. I think that's all just ridiculous. So I'm fine with having a C-section. I don't have any desire or feel like I would have a better experience or feel more connected to my baby if I pushed her out my vagina, to be completely honest. Not to mention, without getting TMI, I am built very tiny. I have like no hips. I think the baby would have to be like 2 pounds for me to be able to get any baby out my birth canal. So Ethan was stuck. His head was too big. He was face up, and there was no way that I could vaginally give birth to him because I'm too small. My pelvic area is too small to like birth a baby size head. So I'm stuck having a C-section, and I am okay with that. Anyways, that's my like little rant on mom shaming. I just can't stand it. So I will probably be packing my hospital bag in the next couple weeks. I'll probably pack it around 34 weeks just because I would like to have it ready. And I'm so happy. Like, I got made fun of so much for having Olivia's nursery basically completely done by like 26 weeks, by the time I was 26 weeks pregnant. But November and December are ridiculously busy for Ted and I. The amount of times that he's going out of town, we're going out of town, I'm going out of town, holidays, Ethan's schedule, like there's so much happening in the next 6 weeks that I am so thankful that her room is done, and I will be doing a nursery tour as well, so stay tuned for that. But I'm really glad I have things done. All the clothes that I have bought her and everything we got from our shower has been washed, folded, put away. It's all ready. There's only, I think, one thing left that needs to be hung, but pretty much everything in her room is done. Everything is set up. There's a few things left that I need to buy, but I can buy it on Amazon and I'll have it in, 2 to 3 days. So other than that, everything is like coming together, feeling pretty good. I don't really feel particularly nervous. More anxious and excited than anything. She moves around constantly. I posted a video on Instagram, and you could see like an elbow or a knee or a foot or something go all the way across my stomach. So she's constantly moving all night, all day, which is really, really fun. It's kind of a weird feeling. It's like weird to see sometimes things go across your stomach. It's a very bizarre feeling, but it's really, really fun and exciting. So Ted and I are so pumped. We are ready for her. Ted was underestimating how much Olivia is gonna have him wrapped around her little pinky, and it's just so funny and it's so cute, like listening to him talk about how excited he is, and when he talks to my belly, it's just really sweet. So it'll be really fun because he came into Ethan's life when Ethan was 4, almost 5, so he's never done the newborn thing. He hasn't grown up around little babies, and so we're really excited. It's gonna be really cute. He's an amazing dad to Ethan, and so I know that he's going to be wonderful with a newborn and a little girl. He has no idea what he is in for. So it'll be pretty funny because he used to make fun of me and was like, Ethan has you wrapped around his little pinky, like he's playing you. Especially like at nighttime when Ethan would stall, and I'm like, you just wait till we have a daughter and you are gonna be experiencing the same thing. All she's gonna have to be is like, but daddy, and you are gonna like be like, yes, honey, whatever you want. I'll give you whatever you want, sweetheart. Dads and their daughters are definitely very special relationship, kind of like moms and sons. So I'm really excited to see their relationship. It's gonna be super cute. So her name, Olivia Brighton, we revealed, like a lot of our friends and family already knew her name, and we revealed it like on social media at our baby shower. And we had a few names that we really liked. Early on, we really liked Denver or Austin for girls' names. I still really like them. If we have another girl, I probably want to name her Denver because I just think that's so cute. But then Ted was like, well, you know, I don't really love him 3 times. And so then we were kind of torn between Everly and Olivia. And Olivia had always been in like our top 3. Everly was kind of like a newer ad towards the end of us waiting to find out if it's a boy or a girl. Olivia always really stuck with us, and we first liked Olivia Grace, and then one day I was just looking online for kind of like unique baby girl names, and I saw the word Brighton, and I don't even know if it was on a baby girl name thing or if it was just like online somewhere on the screen. I saw the word Brighton, and I was like, oh, I really like that. And so I put together like a bunch of different, you know, first names with the middle names, and I was reading them to Ethan and to Ted, and I was like, Olivia Brighton, and Ted was like, I love that. And so anyways, I really liked that one too. That one was my favorite. And so we sent it to our families and kind of like got their input, and everyone was like, oh my gosh, Brighton is amazing. And so that is how we came up with Olivia Brighton. And so Olivia means peace, and Brighton means the one who is loved. So even with Ethan's name, we picked out the name and then looked at the meaning, and Ethan means firm or steadfast, and Cruz means cross in Spanish. So Ethan Cruz, firm, steadfast, cross, and then Olivia's means peace, and her middle name means the one who is loved. So anyways, I love the name. We've been calling her Olivia for a long time. Well, since like we found out it was a girl, we were like, okay, Olivia. So we really love her name, Olivia Brighton. We cannot wait to meet her. We're so excited. I'm trying to think if there's anything else in the update. I think that that's about it. I'm going to do like a what's in my hospital bag, and then what's in her hospital bag and a diaper bag. Some people show like what their husbands bring, and some people pack like really intensely. I'm an overpacker, so I'll probably be one of those, but I also have to stay in the hospital for like 3 or 4 days. So, but we don't live far from our hospital. It's in our town. It's a 10-15 minute drive. I guess if you have longer drives, it makes sense to pack more. I'm excited to pack up my little hospital bag. I'm gonna try to hold out till 34 weeks to pack it, but knowing me, because I am such a planner and like to have things done, I will most likely probably pack it right after this video. No, I'm just kidding. I think. I will try to wait till like 34 weeks, but I probably will pack at least her bag. But I did order some stuff, which I'm going to be showing in another video, maybe at a 34-week update or 35-week update. I'll show you because I'm going to bring them to the hospital. It's specific stuff for C-sections actually. So if you had a C-section and there's any products that you found worked really well or that were really helpful or anything for your scar or recovery, let me know down in the comments below, because that's obviously very helpful to me, but it's very helpful to others that are also having a C-section. So yeah, let me know, and then let me know if you have had a C-section before and you had a scheduled C-section the second time around or the third or whatever, if you made it to your C-section scheduled date, because I'm very curious. And let me know if you were like early your first time too, because I know sometimes you can be early with one pregnancy and late with the next. I'm small human. I'm like a very like 5'1", very petite, small person, and I don't have like a lot of room for a baby to go anywhere else. So I think December 19th, I could be totally wrong. But we'll see. We'll see when she decides to come. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. And oh, I was gonna show you my belly, if I can get up here. All right, so there is my almost 31 week belly. It's getting big. And then You can see right here, that is not my belly button poking out. It is my little hernia. So if you press it, it like presses in. It's kind of gross. But, oh, I'm having a Braxton Hicks right now. That's fun. But there's my little 31 week belly. Okay, so that is it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.